rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
The 1970s was a decade of musical giants, but it was also the era of the lightning strike. Some bands didn't need a 20-year career to leave a mark. They just needed 3 minutes of perfection. These artists came, they rocked, and then they vanished into the mist of music history. Today on Rock Radar, we're diving into the untold stories of 10 one-hit wonders that lit up the charts with explosive, arena-filling anthems. These weren't slow burns. They were radio-dominating phenomena that everyone knew, yet for one reason or another, the magic never struck twice. From synth prophecies to yodeling hard rock, these are the bands that peaked early and left us with one immortal gem. Make sure to stick around for number 1. It's a masterclass in irony, obsession, and pure power pop angst. Number 10. Starland Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight, 1976.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight.
Let's start with a little wink. Afternoon Delight was arguably the sunniest yet most suggestive song of 1976. With its innocent, soaring harmonies and scandalous lyrics about midday trysts, it was a cultural paradox.
And we know the night is always gonna be here anyway.
The band featured 2 married couples and presented a clean-cut image that stood in stark contrast to the song's actual subject matter. It topped the Billboard Hot 100 and even took home 2 Grammy Awards.
Started out this morning feeling so polite, I always thought a fish could not be caught.
Starland Vocal Band became overnight sensations, but the fame was short-lived. They launched a painfully awkward TV variety show that flopped hard with audiences. Despite releasing more music, the public simply wasn't interested in anything else they had to say.
We can make a lot of loving for the sun gone down.
Today, the song remains a soft rock legend, kept alive by cheeky pop culture references in everything from Anchorman to Arrested Development.
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight.
Number 9. Mungo Jerry, In the Summertime, 1970.
When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by.
Picture this, a jug band from the UK stomping on a studio floor and blowing into a glass bottle to create a rhythm. That's Mungo Jerry. Their hit, In the Summertime, is as close as you can get to bottled sunshine.
Yeah, we're happy.
It hit number 1 in over 20 countries and eventually sold a staggering 30 million copies. Frontman Ray Dorset famously wrote the song in just 10 minutes, capturing a carefree, skiffle-beat energy that provided pure escapism during the turbulence of the Vietnam War era.
Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find.
However, follow-up success in the United States proved impossible to find. While they maintained a steady career in Europe for a few more years, Mungo Jerry faded from the American consciousness as quickly as a summer breeze. Still, the moment that temperature rises, their legacy comes roaring back to life.
Everybody, but we do as we please. When the weather's fine, we go fishing or go sailing in the sea.
Number 8. The Adverts, Gary Gilmore's Eyes, 1977.
The nurse's looking anxious and she's quivering with fright. I'm looking through Gary Gilmore's eyes.
One of punk's most provocative and chilling singles came from a band that barely had time to catch its breath. Gary Gilmore's Eyes was raw, abrasive, and inspired by a macabre real-life event.
Looking through Gary Gilmore's eyes. Looking through Gary Gilmore's eyes.
The post-execution corneal donation of convicted murderer Gary Gilmore. The concept, seeing the world through a killer's eyes, was as dark as it gets. Driven by gay adverts' thumping bass and TV Smith's deadpan delivery, the song hit the UK Top 20 and instantly ignited a media storm. Some stations banned it, while others played it on repeat, turning the Adverts into the center of punk's early chaos.
I push my bed against the door. I close my lids across the eyes and wish to see no more.
Unfortunately, the band couldn't sustain the momentum. Internal tensions and a rapidly shifting musical landscape buried them by the end of the decade. Today, it remains a cold, sharp blade of punk defiance.
The eye receives the messages and sends them to the brain. No guarantee the stimuli must be perceived the same way.
Number 7. Focus, Hocus Pocus, 1971. A rock song featuring heavy shredding guitar, complex flute solos, drum breakdowns, and yodeling? Welcome to the world of Hocus Pocus. The Dutch progressive rockers' Focus didn't just break the mold, they yodeled right through it. The track reached number 9 in the US, becoming one of the most beloved and bizarre oddities in rock history. It was a masterclass in instrumental chaos, led by the eccentric Thijs van Leer. While they were undoubtedly brilliant musicians, Focus couldn't replicate that specific brand of mainstream magic. While prog-rock fans kept the flame alive for decades, to the casual listener, Focus will always be the band that yodeled their way into the top 10. You have to respect a band that can turn a traditional alpine vocal technique into a hard rock staple. Number 6. Wild Cherry, Play That Funky Music, 1976. This song needs absolutely no introduction. Wild Cherry was originally a struggling rock band having a hard time booking gigs in R&B clubs. After being heckled by a crowd member who shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy," frontman Rob Parisi took the sarcastic suggestion and turned it into a platinum-selling smash. The result was a funk rock crossover masterpiece that went straight to number 1. The band tried to follow it up with similar-sounding tracks, but the lightning wouldn't strike a second time. Wild Cherry fizzled out by the end of the 70s, but that opening riff and that iconic groove remain pure gold. It's the ultimate one-hit wonder success story, a song born out of a heckle that still fills dance floors at every wedding and party across America. Number 5. Ram Jam, Black Betty, 1977. Black Betty is a literal blast of blues rock thunder. Ram Jam took an old folk song, originally associated with the legendary lead belly, and electrified it into a hard rock grenade. The track hit number 18 in the US and immediately stirred up controversy, with some civil rights groups objecting to the lyrical content. Interestingly, the band itself was largely a studio construction built specifically around this track. Because they lacked a solid foundation as a touring group, their fame was fast and incredibly fleeting. Their second album went nowhere, and by 1978, Ram Jam was finished. However, Black Betty refused to die. It has lived on for decades in stadiums, car commercials, and action movies. It's a short-fuse, big-bang anthem that still provides an instant shot of adrenaline whenever it's played. Mississippi Queen, 1970.
Mississippi Queen, if you know what I mean.
Cowbell? Check. Face-melting guitar? Check. Pure rock attitude? Double check. Mountain's Mississippi Queen hit the airwaves in 1970 and became an instant hard rock staple. Guitarist Leslie West's monstrous tone and drummer Corky Laing's iconic cowbell intro made this track an immortal classic from the first second. However, the band struggled to hold their success together. A combination of heavy drug issues, frequent lineup changes, and the tragic death of bassist and producer Felix Pappalardi eventually unraveled the group.
If you know what I mean, Mississippi Queen.
They never saw the top 40 again, but Mississippi Queen remains one of the most powerful and influential songs of the era. It's a bluesy, stomping, sexy anthem that refuses to age, proving that sometimes you only need one perfect song to become a permanent part of rock and roll history.
You know that I told her I would do what I can.
Number 3. The Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star, 1979. While they aren't a traditional rock band, you simply cannot tell the story of the 70s without including the Buggles.
And now I understand the problems you could see.
Their synth-heavy new wave jam, Video Killed the Radio Star, was a prophetic look at the future of the industry.
What did you tell them?
Its place in history was cemented forever when it became the first ever music video played on MTV. The song was bittersweet and catchy, hitting number 1 in the UK and cracking the top 40 in the US.
I met your children. What did you tell them?
But after that initial breakthrough, the duo disbanded. Trevor Horn went on to become one of the most legendary producers in music history, but as a performer, this was his peak. It remains a perfect piece of pop culture time travel, one hit, one prophecy, and a song that literally signaled the end of one era and the birth of another. Number 2. The Knack, My Sharona, 1979. We saved this one for the end of the list because it wasn't just a hit, it was a global phenomenon. My Sharona spent 6 weeks at number 1 and represented power pop perfection. With its stuttered chorus and massive drum hook, it bridged the gap between punk energy and pop accessibility. However, the hype eventually killed the band. The Knack was marketed as the next Beatles, and the backlash from critics and the public was fierce. By the time their second album tanked, the band's reputation was shot, and they were finished by 1981. Yet, My Sharona has never truly gone away. It's been featured in countless movies, commercials, and playlists. It's a flawless time capsule of 1979, a one-hit wonder that was so massive it actually became a victim of its own success. Number 1. Spirit in the Sky by Norman Greenbaum. Cut at Western Recorders in Hollywood with producer Eric Jacobson, Spirit in the Sky was an unlikely studio creation that became lightning in a bottle. Built around a snarling fuzz guitar and gospel-inspired backing vocals, the song perfectly captured the spiritual curiosity and sonic experimentation of the late 1960s. Its life didn't stop there. Through constant radio play and countless commercial syncs, it remained a staple well into the 1970s and beyond. While Greenbaum's songwriting boldly fused rock and gospel in a way few artists dared, the track's unforgettable sound owed much to Jacobson's meticulous layering and the studio's legendary echo chambers. That thick, distorted guitar tone, played on a Fender Telecaster run through a vintage fuzz pedal, gave the song its gritty, unmistakable crunch, a sound that would go on to influence generations of garage and punk rock.
So you know that when I die, it's gonna set me up with the spirit.
So there you have it. 10 bands who soared to the top with one unforgettable song, then quietly slipped into the background. They might not have a shelf full of platinum albums, but they provided the soundtrack to a million road trips, parties, and teenage memories. Which of these bands do you still have on your playlist? Did we miss your favorite one-hit wonder from the 1970s? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your personal rock and roll stories. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the Haven Adjustment, and keep the music loud. For our bonus question, what's a one-hit wonder you wish had a second act? Share your picks and we might feature them in a future episode. Thanks for watching and stay legendary.